Vibe one time for your mind.
We are here. What's good, people? It's your boy, the coach, here again for another call.
Vibe one time for your mind.
And we are talking about camp, man. I want to talk about camp.
Vibe one time for your mind.
Just got off with Larry. We talked about camp battles. Who do you see as a sneaky cut? Who do you see as a sneaky guy who wins a position battle?
Just vibe one time for your mind.
2 weeks away. And my bad. Hey, I'm gonna get you right now. Professional basketball leagues. What it is. It's called Vibe One Time by Captain John's. Look it up.
Vibe one time for your mind.
Show up for camp. That's something that we want to be able to bear out. I want to hear your opinions, yay or nay on that. Does the deal get done before camp? That's another question that I've been asking.
Just vibe one time for your mind.
To be answered. I mean, how do we feel about the upcoming season? Is there anybody that not make the team? You know, these are things that I want to hear from you guys about. And whatever conversation you guys are talking, it's not like I'm saying
Just vibe one time for your mind.
right now, the Niners are sitting pretty, man. The rookies are about to report in 3 days.
Vibe one time for your mind.
I'm gonna tell you. Oh, you heard music, coach? Hold on. Is the music supposed to be playing? You guys didn't hear the music playing? Hold on.
Just vibe one time for your mind.
Can you guys not hear me talking right now? Please let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Make music, we don't hear you every time. Am I not talking right now?
Just vibe one time for your mind.
Music's not playing. I don't understand what's going on.
Just vibe one time for your mind.
The music's not playing, guys. It's playing in the loop. I don't know why. It shouldn't be playing.
Vibe one time for your mind.
I don't hear music at all. It's not playing. So, are you guys hear the music playing right now? Because I don't have anything.
Vibe one time for your mind.
Drop the mic. What's going on? I need to know what's going on.
Vibe one time for your mind.
So I'm sitting here in the chat right now. Just want to know if you guys are hearing music. We can't hear you. At least play a new song. What are we talking about? You can't hear me talking right now?
Just vibe one time for your mind.
The music's not playing.
Just vibe one time for your mind.
It is playing. What the hell?
Just vibe one time for your mind.
Hold on. Has the music stopped playing? Has the music stopped playing? All right. Did the music stop playing, guys? What the fuck was that? On my side, it shows the music playing though. So I'm not gonna press pause. That's weird as shit. All right, bro. All right. What the I don't fucking know anymore. All right, okay. Let's just redo. Let's just redo. What the fuck was that? I would be annoyed if that shit was playing in my ear the entire time. Like, my bad. So can you hear me speaking though now? Like, can you hear my mic? Can you hear me talking? I know that must have been ridiculously annoying for me to be able to talk over that music. Right now, what's crazy is that on my interface, it shows that the music is playing. So what I'm doing is I have the feed that I'm running on my phone so I can at least see what you guys see. And now that the music is stopped, that's going to be a very weird situation. But what I wanted to do is go over camp. Okay, and to be able to talk about what your insights are for camp, what camp position battles that you have in your sights. What are some guys are that may be cut candidates that would shock us, right? Does anybody think that some of the notable starters on this team, this may be the season, or this may be the training camp that they may get cut? Um, there's a lot of questions that are coming into the season right now. How does Brock Purdy fare through a full training camp after having a full offseason? Does Brandon Aiyuk show up to camp? Uh, and if Brandon Aiyuk shows up to camp, does he show up on time? Does a deal get done before camp? Uh, that's something else that we would have to look at. Um, there's a lot of questions about how we're going to shape out the season, right? Do the Niners, what do we think about the Niners if they start kicking the tires on players during camp, right? Does that mean that they've seen enough for what they see now? And it's like, all right, man, we got to get some guys in here now because we don't like the competition. We don't like the level of competition that's being played right now. Um, I know I played that. Is it, hold on, wait a minute. Is it still playing? It can't still be playing. Hold on. So, hold on. Right? Yeah, it definitely still can be playing. All right. So, um, those are some of the questions and some of the topics that I want to be able to talk about today. Want to talk about camp, uh, uh, where you guys see camp going. What are some of the indicators? What are some of the indicators that you're going to be looking for to see how we're going to shape out against New York on Monday night, at home. Um, So right now, there's only there's only a couple of instances where we're going to be able to see this stuff before week one, and that's training camp. That's training camp practices with I think our inner squad, our inner squad practices are with the Saints, I believe, this year. So we're going to be able to see exactly how they bounce off of that. Preseason games. I'm going out in a week, 2 weeks. I'll be out there for camp. I'll be at 4 practices. So I'm definitely going to be able to let you guys know exactly what I see. And I'm going to be taking it all in. But I'm going to be going from the trenches up and really just seeing exactly what's the next move for us. What's the next move for us offensively, seriously, with Ricky Pearsall. What move, how is that going to bear itself out? So the link is in the description for you guys to call in. Um, and right here we get comment right here from Pavement Professional. I want to see a player shift to right tackle other than McKivitz. Well, all right. So the candidates for those players that will be able to shift over to left to right tackle other than McKivitz, you have Jalen Moore. All right. You have Jalen Moore. You've got possibly Spencer Burford. Spencer Burford is really a tackle in my eyes. And honestly, that's about it. We're kind of thin at offensive line right now. And if you think about it, how many offensive linemen do you think we're going to keep? How many offensive linemen do you think we're going to keep coming into camp? I got us keeping 8 guys. 8. I wouldn't even give us the full boat of 10 because on offense, I feel like we're going to keep 5 running backs. We always start with 2 running backs off rip, Christian McCaffrey and Kyle Juszczyk. Because we have a dedicated fullback, we always have to look at the fact that we're 2 shots shy when we're evaluating running backs because we always going to have 2. With that, we're going to keep 5 backs. I say we keep 6 receivers. Out of the 6 receivers, I've got the 3 that we already know we're keeping, which is Debo, BA, and Jawan. All right. Then we're going to keep Ricky Pearsall. All right. That's 4 off rip. 5 receivers is we're going with Jacob Cowing. He's going to stick. And I got Ronnie Bell. So right now on offense, before we even move in, we're going with 11 players at running back and tight end. I mean, running back and receiver off rip. Coming in at tight end, I think we keep 4. And with the 4 that I think we keep, we go George, Braden Willis, Cameron Latu, and I have Eric Saubert. I don't think that Logan Thomas makes the team. I don't think he does. And with that, you have to look at the fact that if we're going to keep those 4 tight ends, you really don't have the numbers for 10 offensive linemen. Traditionally, you would go with 10 offensive linemen. But that's just not how we don't value the position that way, you know? So from the 8 offensive linemen that I see that we would keep the 5 that we have, right? So it would be Trent, Aaron Banks, Jake Brindle, John Feliciano, and Colton McKivitz. That's our 5. But of the 3 we keep, I would say we keep Dominic Pooney, Jalen Moore, and Spencer Burford. So really, the only tackle that I would see that really would be our swing guy would be Jalen Moore. We're not keeping more than 1 tackle. So I don't know about it, Pavement. I hope I didn't kill your dreams, man, but it doesn't look like it looks like Jalen Moore is the only guy that would be backing up Colt McKivitz. So that's how that would bear out. What do you think can be a hybrid tackle or guard? I think I think Spencer Burford could be a hybrid tackle or guard. You know, that's how I feel about him. I think he has the length. They had Il Manning. Il Manning isn't with us anymore, but remember the tackle that we had? That we played out of Hawaii, played about 60 games in Hawaii. Bro, Il Manning, played left tackle, and the Niners had no problem with him playing in that space. And Spencer Burford played right tackle and left tackle at UCSA for his entire career. So there's that. You know, I really think Spencer Burford could be that guy. We have a super chat from Dave Barclays. Thank you, Dave. Dave says, glad I can put in a super chat finally. I know it's been available a minute, but now I'm here live. Can you repeat your wide receivers that make the 53? Are you naming their whole 53? Love you, coach. Thanks. Love you too, bro. I can go right back and do that for you again. So for me, I feel like this is my 53 coming in, and I can go top to bottom for my 53 right now. So you think I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't think Logan makes it. But this is all right. So the reason why I'm not low on Logan Thomas, but Logan Thomas has had a lot of injuries. He's a big body. You know what I'm saying? He can move in space. But the things with Logan Thomas is that Logan Thomas is not necessarily consistent. And the size does not replicate to the physicality. Let me just say it with being polite. I don't see Logan Thomas, like, for as big as he is, he doesn't play like that. He's not that strong. And I feel like you can get that in a younger player. You know what I'm saying? So um in that, I feel like Logan Thomas is the floor of where our rookies need to come up behind him and beat him out. I'm looking at Braden Willis and Cameron Latu. So right now I got my man up here, uh JLP. Hold on, JLP. I'm gonna get you up here real quick. But I tell you guys right now, man, like my 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 feeling on a lot of these guys that we've added to the team, I feel like they're the floor. You know, this is really speaking on our development of the young players that we have. It's time for them to step up, right? If Logan Thomas makes it on our roster, I understand that, yeah, okay, he beat out Braden Willis and Cameron Latu, but for me, that's a L. Those are guys we drafted. Those are guys that we're supposed to be, these are guys that we're supposed to be developing along the way to take over. And, you know, if it doesn't happen that way, and this guy can come in from another team and just beat out our guys that we're supposed to be developing for years on end, what does that say about our process? And copy paste that with Devondre Campbell over D Winters and Jalen Graham. I feel the same exact way. But I'm gonna go ahead and get JLP in here, man. How you doing, boss?
Hey, doing good, Coach. How about you?
Pretty good, man. What you got for me, man?
I was going to say, sorry about last week, man. My job called in and I had to take the phone call.
Oh no, you're good, bro.
But I kind of feel the same way you do as far as the older guys taking those guys' spots. But, I mean, we didn't see anything from Cam Latu at all. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, at least Braden Willis showed us a little something, you know. Uh, I would have to see something major from him in the preseason for us to keep him over Logan Thomas. I've seen what Logan Thomas can do in the NFL. I know what he is.
Right. I mean, and that's exactly how I feel. I brought this up earlier on, is that I feel like we are the, you know, when one of the, for better or for worse, the reason why we're able to have this conversation is because we're in the conversation, right? Is that Niners, yeah, we lost, we don't win Super Bowls. All right, that's cool. But I'd much rather have this conversation than to be on the outside looking in at what some of these other teams deal with on a regular basis. You see what I'm
Most,
saying?
most definitely. I mean, hell, we could be in the conversation for the number one pick again. You
Right,
know, think about where we was at before our coach got here.
right. And exactly. So from my perspective, the way I see this is we everybody that at anything and everything that's great with the 49ers right now is homegrown, right? Brock Purdy, homegrown. Brandon Aiyuk, homegrown. Debo Samuel, homegrown. Fred Warner, homegrown. Dre Greenlaw, homegrown. Nick Bosa, homegrown. All right. Diamador Lenore, Talanoa Hufanga, all of these guys, Spencer Burford, Colton McKivitz. That's what great teams do. The reason why great teams are good in the NFL is that because they don't shop as much as everybody else. We don't have to shop.
And,
We
and, to, and to that point, you look at us going out and getting Javon Hargrave last year, and
mhm.
that was about a huge waste of money as it was. I mean, I would have much rather just had somebody on our team already, develop them, let them play that role. Maybe they can stop the run because he can't.
Yeah. And that's exactly why you develop from within, because you don't know what you're really going to get. You may get a lemon. And from my perspective, good teams, good teams let go of players that other teams want to start, right? Or
Mhm.
other teams want on their team. I don't want us to start being on the inverse of that equation, where now we're taking on players that good teams are like, well, you can't make it here. Go play for the Niners. They'll pick you up, right? So, from my perspective, I don't want a Logan Thomas to be shooed away from Washington and then he can come make the team here. I don't want a Devondre Campbell to be shown the door in Green Bay, but then, oh, by the way, Jalen Graham and D Winters get beat out by him coming over here. That doesn't bode well for what we do.
I don't think that's going to happen. Honestly, I
I
don't think.
hope it doesn't. I don't want it to.
I don't think DeAndre Campbell is what they're making him out to be. I mean, he wasn't very good in Green Bay, so why would he all of a sudden now be great with us?
Mm-hmm. Look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I really want us to be able to have a tough camp. I want battles and competition to happen in camp because that's that's what puts us in a position where we can talk about, oh, well, when we get to the playoffs, like us talking about the playoffs being a foregone conclusion is 100% because of the depth and the talent that we have. And I think that we've had so much depth and so much talent that now we've almost kind of regressed to the mean a little bit. And I want us, I want us to I want us to have a resurgence with the young guys. I think that this camp should really not, I mean, okay, we're going to focus on the names, obviously, right? But I believe that this camp should be about new names.
Yeah,
This camp should be a D Winners camp. This
yeah.
should be a Braden Willis camp. This should be a Cameron Latu camp, right? I want us to start hearing chirps about, man, did you see, man, did you hear about Malik Mustafa? Did you hear about Jair Brown? Did you hear about what he did at camp? Now it's time for us to start hearing about newer guys because these older guys, they're only going to be here for a season, man.
And I really like that Mustafa kid. He played. I'm from North Carolina. I'm not a Wake Forest fan, but he played for Wake Forest, and a hell of a player from what I could see.
Mm-hmm.
So looking forward to seeing him play and seeing what he could do. The only issue is going to be at the end of this year where we have what 30 something free agents.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at that point, if these young guys ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing, we're screwed.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, we got our draft back. I'm glad. We finally got a draft. So that was also a big problem as well. The Trey pick killed us. 3 first-round picks, and a second round. It just killed us. And for me, noticing that we're finally starting to get like full drafts now is important, but also our process is different. Adam Peters isn't here anymore, right? So now we have to figure out like how are we scouting these guys? Where are the picks? Like I don't know how I felt about this year's draft. It felt like we got a lot of mature guys. We got a lot of guys that were, I think I don't know if this is the last time I checked, but I think we drafted all seniors except Malik. I think Malik Mustafa wasn't a senior. But everybody else was a senior. So I'm trying to figure out like what is our process for the depth that we're about to build now, because that's something that I feel like that's the original sin. The original sin is not the fact that we can't stop the run and we finally let go of Eric Armstead. The original sin is that we let all of that depth walk out the door and finally signed a guy like the rest of these teams that are desperate. And I feel like we're gonna have to we have to pay for that.
I mean, hell, I would go to you know Hargrave and I'd tell him, look, you can take a pay cut or we're gonna cut you. I do the same thing with him that we did to Eric.
You know,
No,
that's a hell of a great idea.
no offense, but I liked Eric Armstead better than I liked him. The only problem with Eric Armstead is he couldn't stay healthy.
Man, bro, I never thought about that. Out of all of the players that are being asked to take pay cuts and fighting for their money, why have the Niners not gone to Javon Hargraves and said, hey man, you gotta take a haircut?
Got used check just come out there and said, hey, I didn't really want to take the pay cut, but I did because I want to stay with the 49ers. But, you haven't heard anything about Hargrave. And to me, that's the biggest waste of money we got on our team.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you, man. That right there, from your lips to God's ears. It just struck me when you said that. I'm like, dude, out of all of the people that the Niners are asking to take pay cuts, why did they not ask Javon Hargraves? And he clearly underperformed on his contract. I don't understand that.
He ended up with last year.
Say that again.
He ended up with last year.
Let me look up. Let me look that up. Look up what he did. Let's see, Javon Hargraves. See this mess. Here he is. Javon Hargraves. last season, okay, he started all 16 games. Yeah, come on, man, come on. All right,
Five,
so
five.
look at this nonsense. All right, so in 2023, I mean in 2022. All right, so let's go to the season before. All right, in
Yeah,
2022, he had 11 sacks. He had 60 combined tackles, 37 solo, 23 assisted, 10 tackles for loss, and 16 quarterback hits. All right. And for this year, okay, and he didn't make the Pro Bowl. Okay. This year, he played 16 games. Okay. He only had 7 sacks. He had 44 combined tackles compared to the 60 from the season before, 25 solo tackles.
that's not good. That's not good enough. I mean, not for what we're paying you. I can understand if you was a guy that was making, the minimum, on a
Yeah.
rookie contract or something. But you're a guy that just got. We paid you to put up sacks.
Yeah.
You know, we paid you to get after the quarterback, and I know that Philly ran a different. They ran a 5-man front, and and we run the same the wide nine that we've been running for years, and maybe he just don't fit with that. I don't know, but if I don't see something out of him this year, then there's no way I would pay him going into next year. I
Nah,
mean,
there's no way in hell.
especially with all the free agents we got coming up. I mean,
Yeah.
hell, that's why we can't afford to give Aiyuk the contracts. We're sitting here paying this guy all this money to do next to nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I,
I,
I mean, hell, and we let DJ Jones go, a few years ago, and I thought he was a better prospect than Hargrave.
I agree. I agree. I feel like they're just talking out of both sides of their mouth at some point. But I will say this: for what he did last season, it wasn't enough. It
No,
wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. Even with, and then he had 8 tackles for loss. He had 19 assisted tackles and 14 QB hits. I mean, well, there's no way you can cut him.
yeah, yeah. Well, I wouldn't cut him. I'd try to find a trade partner. Who wants him? What do you want to
Yeah.
give up?
There's no way you can cut him. Let me get back. Let me get to some of these super chats. But hey, JLP, my man, always great. Call in next time, bro. Man, I love our conversations, brother.
Brother?
Talk to you.
All right, see ya.
All right. Yo, so let me get to some of these super chats, man. Now I'm super chatted up. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta do you guys right. You know what I'm saying? So let me see what we got here. Yeah, but Javon Hargraves does need to he's got to show up. He's got to show up and show out, bro. And if he doesn't, it's going to be a problem. All right, so right here, Bob, take my $2. Logan making the team, pimping. I don't know, bro. I don't. You think so? You think Latu's not going to make the team over Cam Latu? I mean, you think that Logan's going to make the team over Cam Latu? I don't know. I think that Logan Thomas is the floor, and it's up to Braden Willis and Cam Latu to beat him out. But I don't. If Logan Thomas makes this team over Cam Latu, then all right, you get to be right, but the Niners also wasted a pick. So you can't be happy about being right. That's my point. Right? So my point is that all right, cool. If Logan Thomas makes the team and Cam Latu didn't, then the Niners wasted a pick. That's where my perspective comes from. So I'm building the premise off Logan Thomas not making this team because I believe that the Niners didn't waste a pick, and I hope that comes into fruition during camp. But if Logan Thomas makes his team, the Niners wasted a pick. So how do you feel about that, Bob? Dave Barclay, thank you, man. 199, love my guy, brother. I change your name often, Bob. Yeah. Another super chat. Dave, LOL, I got a fickle finger with names. C. Kyle Levy. You guys are talking. Okay. I like it. Dave Barclay, Brother Bob. Kyle Levy is fickle with players, but not rules. I'll take these. I will read these for you guys. Let me see. We already seen this one. And Dave Barclays, 199. Thank you, bro. Coach, I haven't been happy about half the picks. Well, let's talk about it. What picks aren't you happy with? Right? So let's just bring up the 49ers draft picks. 2024. What picks aren't you happy with? Right? Let me know. Do you not like the Dominic Puni pick? I mean, I will say this. Before we even have this conversation, we cannot have a Ricky Pearsall was a reach debate. I just can't. We drove that into the ground. So if we're going to talk about not being happy with the draft, the first thing that you have to do is you can't lead with Ricky Pearsall was a reach. We drove that into the ground. And quite honestly, we don't know how much of a reach he was, depending on what happens with Brandon Aiyuk and how he gets used this season. So there's that. So what are some of the things about the draft that you didn't like as far as the picks? I want to hear from you, Dave. Right? Round 1, we got Ricky. Okay. Round 2, Renardo Green. I like the Renardo Green pick. That's one of the Renardo Green pick is one of my favorite picks of the draft. Dominic Puni. We'll see what they do with Dominic Puni. But if Dominic Puni, I'm going glass half full, by the way, because I'm just trying to argue your point. But if Dominic Puni becomes our starting right guard, okay, and Renardo Green ends up making the team and becomes our starting nickel, we drafted two right away starters within the first 3 picks of our draft. So that's glass half full way looking at it, right? So after Dominic Puni, we have Malik Mustafa, another solid player that we know is going to be able to help us right away. So right now we're 4 picks in. All right. And the only guy who you could questionably be upset with is the Ricky Pearsall pick based on where he got drafted. Saying Dave Barclay 999. Thanks, man. He goes, I'm talking previous years. Solomon Thomas. Okay. Yes. All right. You just smacked me down with you led with Solomon Thomas. Guys like this, injury prone guys that we draft. Most of our first and second round picks in 7 years haven't been great. Not so mad about this year. I agree. Okay. So yes, we've had some blunders, man. Let's go there. All right. Where's my boy? What's my boy out of Baylor? The receiver that could never stay healthy. What was that kid's name? He played running back at Tennessee, transferred to Baylor. I even forgot his name. But yes, Trey Sermon was a big one. TDP. Dante Pettis. Oh. Yeah, we've had Mike McGlinchey. We've had some guys like Drake Jackson. We've had some guys, man. We've had Hurd. Oh my God. Jalen Hurd. Joe Williams. Oh. No, not Joe. Not Joe. Man, we have had some bad ones. Oh my God. Cosmo off the top rope.
Trey Lance. Yeah.
Yo, Trey Lance. We've had some whammies. We've had some whammies. Yo, okay. I'm telling you, man, like at one point, it was Jake Moody. Oh my God. Carmazzi. Carmazzi. Ken. Oh.
Javon Kinlaw.
Yeah. Yo, that one hurt. We've had some whammies, dog. We have had some whammies. And if you think about it, for all of the whammies, we've had some killer picks, though. We've had some killer picks. Okay. You know, Tallador Hufanga was a hit. All right. I'm not gonna go with the obvious, right? We can go Drake Greenlaw, we can go Fred Warner, we can say George Kittle, right? They all count, right? All of those hit. We wouldn't be where we are as a team and an organization if we couldn't laugh at the blunders, man. But for a minute, man, some of those picks were some of those picks we struggled, man. So, hey, that's the trump of it all. Bailout QB in the 7th round. Can't make it up. It is what it is. It is. I'm telling you. Yo, I know. Hey, Jen, he came off the third turnbuckle, bro. The Trey Lance killed it all, man. Like I was thinking like 2nd round, 3rd round guys. I'm like hanging in that era, like Dante Pettis, TDP. You know what I'm saying? Trey Sermon. The Trey Lance gutted me. God damn. Trey Lance. It's in yo. All right. Bear Truth 9 says having Shanny and GM is a different two-edged sword because Shanny has a big hand in the draft. Problem is with their draft philosophy is if you draft for the system or fit, which sometimes pans out, but not a good percentage. And I agree with that. Like sometimes, it depends on it's you know what it's like? What's the best way I could put this? It's the difference between shopping for your diet versus shopping for a recipe. That's the best way that I can describe what it feels like the Niners do in the draft versus what other teams do in the draft. Right? Like if you have a good diet, right? When you go shop in the grocery store, you just go get the ingredients that you know how to make recipes with, right? Does that make sense? Where you go in and just go get greens, go get some mixed greens. You need tomatoes because however you're going to make them, right? You need to go get onions and you need to go get a good loaf of bread because you're going to make toast with it. You may break it up, some of it, and make croutons. You may use some of it in a bread pudding, but you need that loaf of bread, right? Like, and the difference is that when you have a recipe for exactly how something is supposed to taste, you're going in there specifically looking for like Asiago cheese. Or I'm literally going in the grocery store and I need heavy cream. I need these eggs. The only problem with that is that when you need a recipe, if you shop for a recipe all the time, you end up spending a lot of money because you're always going for those specific parts all the time. And you really don't have a full-fledged kitchen because all you have is what you have, right? Versus when you shop for your diet, you know what I'm saying? When you shop for your diet, you go and get the ingredients of all of the things that you make up of because you understand, hey, this is what I'm usually going to eat at any given time. So I don't have to worry about, literally going to go get like pineapple juice. It's like, no, I eat pineapples. Let me just go get a pineapple. I could do multiple things with this. So that's how I feel about Kyle in a sense offensively, where I feel like Kyle doesn't necessarily have a diet. He just knows a really, really, really good dish. And he knows specifically what to go get for it. And he knows how to cook it. The only problem is that sometimes you can't, when you got to cut calories or you got to do certain things, you got to be able to have a full bevy of ingredients to be able to do that. So I like that. And I kind of feel like we just came up with that on the show. Diet versus recipe, right? So right here, Rob says other teams are on a regular diet. Niners are on a diet with someone who has tons of restrictions. Yeah. So I like that we came up with that literally as we were starting to talk. Jonas, are you ready for me, bro? Yeah, I got you. I'm about to pull you up right now, brother.
Okay, cool.
How you doing, man?
Hey, how are you?
Pretty good, brother. What's going on?
Yeah, everything good. I hope everything good with you.
Everything's great, man. How are you been doing?
Yeah, I'm doing very well, man. Just excited for this. Well, not the season, but like the start of the preparation for the
To
season
get
to
it
start.
going.
Yeah, man. Because I'm tired, man. Listen, it's fun in March and April to speculate about contracts, etc. But after the draft, it's just like, man, like it's just like it just gets uninteresting to discuss like.
100%.
Mm, mm. Yeah, it's just good to talk about actual football moving forward. But one thing I wanted to bring up with you, coach, is that I don't know if you saw that ESPN list. Did you see that 25 and under list?
No.
It
So
was
25 years old and under ESPN list?
yeah, the best players on each team, 25 and under. Like how many good players, like up and coming stars they have 25 and under.
Okay.
And the Niners were ranked 27th or 28th, I think.
Okay. That's
Yeah, so
bad.
yeah. So the reason I wanted to bring that up is that I mean I don't want to go too much into Aiyuk, but like he's 26 and
Mm.
he might be the only ascending young player on the team. Like if you just think about ascending star, like star that other teams might actually want. I know people are
Mm-hmm.
high on Jair Brown and them, but I'm sorry, that's kind of like a bit of homer bias in there. Like I don't think if
Mm-hmm.
you put Jair Brown on the open market, do you think 20 teams want him? I think Aiyuk 20 teams might want him. Like you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like so that just makes me worried if they don't find a deal with him. It's like the one guy you have on your team. I mean, Purdy aside, obviously, because that's the quarterback. I'm talking about
Right.
like the rest of the team. The one guy that even Purdy, let's be honest, if you put him on the market, I don't think 20 teams would be like, we want Brock Purdy on our team right now. Like the
I don't
20
know
teams is
about
an
that. Ho,
arbitrary
ho, ho,
number.
ho, 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 ho. Jonas. I gotta push back. Brock Purdy is pretty much, if Brock Purdy was on the open market right now, there'd be 20 teams that would want him. I think so.
I don't know about that, coach. And by the way, I'm a big Brock Purdy fan. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I don't see that. I don't see 20 teams looking for a starting quarterback right now that would replace their whoever they have now and be like, okay, give us Brock Purdy
Well, do
right
you
now.
have
Like
Brock Purdy? Well, we can do this real easy. Let's just do deductive reasoning. Do you have Brock Purdy as the top 12 quarterbacks in the NFL?
I have him around that. Yes,
All right, then. So there's 20 teams that would take
I
him
would
then.
say 10 to 15. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like that's a good way to deduct it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But yeah, so that does worry me a little bit if
Mm-hmm.
that guy is gone. Like, 'cause let's be honest. By the way, Fred Warner has entered the stage of his career where
Mm-hmm.
he's got so much hype that he's gonna continue to collect accolades. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
based on name recognition only. Because I don't think that's an All-Pro season last year. I'm sorry, like that's not an All-Pro season. That was a
Mm.
good season, but is it All-Pro? I don't know, man. I don't know. So I just feel like who's ascending on this team? Who is young and ascending? Bosa, I guess you could say, because he's 27, I think Bosa is. So
Yeah.
he's young-ish for a pass rusher, especially, and he's there. I think he's more in the prime of his career. I don't think he's ascending anymore. He's already been DPOI. So I just worry about that. I don't know what you think about Aiyuk and the young players on us.
Well, yeah, I agree with you 100% when it comes to BA being the youngest ascending player on our team. It's something that we definitely need to start looking at. We are an older team now. We used to be one of the youngest teams in the league, but that's changed quickly in like the last 3 to 4 seasons. Green Bay is younger than us. Detroit is younger than us. So there's teams. Seattle is becoming younger than us. Arizona is younger than us. So right now, we do have to. There is an element of that I've said that if you're going to need a leader that's going to carry you into the next regime of your team, especially when Brock gets paid, you need to put it on the back of somebody who's going to have the years there where you're going to be able to give them the deal. That plays. I do believe that Brandon Aiyuk can lean on that in negotiations, because if they don't get that with Brandon Aiyuk, then they're very young, because now they're going to have to lean on Ricky Pearsall and Jacob Cowing, right, and Jawan Jennings. But if they do, then the Niners get considerably younger as far as, moving on from Debo, because that's what I believe. They can't keep both. They can't keep both. One of them's going to go.
Yeah, but I wanted to get into that too, Coach, because you just talked about we are an older team. We're trying to
Mm-hmm.
win a championship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're picking in the draft, usually, like we've talked about this before, not just you but others on experts on the draft. Usually there's like maybe 10 to 15 locks that are gonna make your team much better from day one. Like in the draft, like young players that are gonna come in and maybe take somebody's place, maybe not. But like if you pick in 31st, the only players that I could see that we were picking 31st that could improve your team day one are basically like, can that guy is he can he replace a bad player on your team? Not a bad player, but like improve on a player on your team, and he's much younger. So when I look at somebody like JPJ, he's a center, he's a young center, and center is one of the biggest weaknesses on the team. So why would we pick what do you call it, the wide receiver in round one when we have
Ricky
a clear
Pearsall.
weakness in a position? Yeah, and I like Ricky Pearsall, by the way. I like him. I love him actually as a player and what
Mm-hmm.
he can bring to our team. But it's like, why is Debo still here? Why is Jawan Jennings extended? Like, do you agree with me that something doesn't add up? Like something is not adding up. This is
Well,
a
you already
team. I
know.
don't know if
You
you.
already know what it is, Jonas. There is favoritism. There is a way of what. Listen, we just talked about diet versus recipe. Sometimes
Yeah.
things that are good for your diet, you don't want to eat all the time. And sometimes when you build a recipe, you know exactly what it's going to taste like. You know exactly the expectations that it gives. So, I mean, some players, I would say that Brandon Aiyuk is good for the Niners' diet. Debo Samuel is a part of the recipe.
Yeah. Yeah, but coach, so let
Everybody
me
doesn't
ask
like
you this
eating
because
salads,
I don't know if
man,
you
but
saw
you
the
need them.
stat, but you already know it. Yeah, you're right. The stat that about three wide receivers on the field. I mean, I don't need to tell you this because you already know this from
Mm-hmm.
just watching the team. We're the second last
Lowest.
in
Yep.
three wide receiver usage in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So explain to me why we picked a 24-year-old receiver in round one when we already have two, like I would say 1A, 1B receivers. You extended Jennings. Like, do you agree with me? Something is not adding up. Like, honestly, something,
I
and
think
like
I
people
think
are
they were
not talking about it.
anticipating. I think that they really, if you're looking at it from a face cards up, and we got to be quick, bro, because we got some other people, Jonas.
Yeah, yeah,
But
cool, cool, cool.
if you're looking at it from a face cards up perspective, it doesn't make sense. But look at it this way: if I pay you money, right? If I pay you a deal that in on paper it says I owe you this, but I have not yet paid you that deal, then that means that I can move you, trade you, waive you, cut you before it's time for me to pay you that deal. So the same thing that plays with money plays with position with players on the team, where I'm going to get Ricky Pearsall because I already know that we're not paying. That's why I started this off with you can't pay them both, because they already know that they're not paying either Brandon
Mm.
Aiyuk or Debo Samuel. Somebody's going to get moved. They're not paying them both. But hey, Jonas, I'm a roll for
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one,
you.
man. It was great. It was
All
great
good,
talking
all
to you,
good.
bro. You know what I'm saying? Trail, you ready for me,
Great
bro?
talking to you.
Great talking to you too, bro. Like, hit me up anytime, man. Love the call, bro. Trail, you ready, bro? Unmute yourself, man. Yeah, you good? I hear you now. Let me
All
get to
right,
this.
word,
Let
word,
me
word,
get to this
word.
super chat real quick. Silverado Kev, $10.
What's going on,
Thanks,
Coach?
man. What's going on? Hold on, real quick, Trail. The biggest issue with Kyle, in my opinion, and I've said this on the podcast and in articles, Kyle would rather be wrong in his way than right. But man, this is a bar. Kyle would rather be wrong his way than right somebody else's. That's true vindictive. I'm telling you, bruh, that's true. Like, I'd rather be wrong my way than right somebody else's way because I don't want to have to own up to the fact that somebody knew something that I didn't. I'm telling you. That's a bar, man. But anyway, what's going on, Trail? How you been, man?
Chilling, brother. Chilling, brother. You hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Talk to me, man, because we on a little bit of a
You can hear
delay.
me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. What you got for me, bro?
Yeah. Yeah. So, man, I think IU is doing a little too much, acting like a little princess right now.
Hmm.
And what happened to Debo come out there and ball this year? Give you like 2021 favor. Give you 2021 season. But what you do then? Do you keep Debo? It's gonna be a Hunger Games out there. Especially if IU playing on his 50-year option, it's gonna be a Hunger Games. So they need to do something, or I don't know why he can't just be quiet like how Bosa did. I guess it's a receiver thing.
Hmm. Look, I'll tell you this, man.
I guess it's a receiver thing.
I mean, you know, yeah, it's easy to say that BA is being a diva, you know, but we don't have knowledge of what's going on inside that building either, though. And also, I
Yeah,
don't
you're
know,
right.
man. Like, I'm just being real, man. Like, if we work together and we bros, and I would never hate on you, but I know that, man, you skimp on your job. You know what I'm saying? And I do my job. I do my job well. You know what I'm saying? When it comes time for us to get paid, if me asking for my worth indirectly means that you have to be assessed because the money that I want in some way would have to be affected by you, then that's on you. That's open competition. And I really feel like there may be
Yeah,
some frustration with Brandon from the organization on a football level, though. I feel like there may be some frustration from them because Brandon is forcing their hand. I feel like he forcing their hand to have this conversation. And that's what's making them feel uncomfortable. Because he's saying, I want this money, and I know what it means. I know that it means that you're going to have to do something with Debo. And, I'm moving on from Debo. So, hey, man, how do you feel about that?
I feel good, and I feel that. I know it's all right. I feel that this is the last year for Cal Ujek. I think Juice is gone next year because I really think that we're gonna go through a 3 wide receiver next year. Not this year, but the year after that. I think he
Okay.
really gonna put all his faith in Brock Purdy. I
Okay.
really think he's gonna do that. Good.
Okay.
Especially if Brock Purdy come out there and ball this year, I think Juice gone, Kittle's still gonna be there, but that fullback thing gonna be gone next year after 2025 season. Fullback thing gone. I think Cal gonna open up, but you know how Cal do, so who knows?
We'll see, bro. We shall see, man. We shall see, bro. Hey, but look, what do you feel like? What do you got for me with camp? What are some of your predictions? You think that Kyle Juszczyk's going to get cut for camp?
Nah, I think they got too much buddy for camp, bro. But I say that Womack, that DB room, these young boys coming. Luter coming, fucking down Green. I'm a Florida State fan, so I've been
What do
watching
you think
Green
about
forever.
Ronaldo
So
Green?
he's a dog, man. He been a dog. He's been a dog forever. I'm a diehard Florida State fan. I'm talking about like Warren Dunn days, Peter Ward, like old school
Yeah,
days, Chris Winkie.
Chris Winkie, Corey Simon.
Yeah. So I all these young boy DBs going. Womack better show up in camp, or I think Womack cut. If he had
Mm.
time to show, he can't. That nickel, he look better outside than inside because he can't tackle like that with the inside playing inside.
I think Ambry done.
But yeah, I think Emery should have been done last year.
Yeah.
Emery out of there.
Hey, but
I think.
Trell, I'm gonna get to you, man, because I got Pavement Professional up here that he's been waiting for a while, bro.
Yeah, do your thing, bro.
Love the call, man. Please call back, bro, man. We're gonna be able to do this every Saturday, bro.
Yes, sir. Calling out Virginia too, man.
Oh, where you at in Virginia?
I'm in Virginia Beach, my brother.
Oh, you in the 7-5?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hey, we neighbors, we cousins. Call back for me,
Yeah,
bro.
coach. I got you, brother.
All right, man. My man, what's good, bro? You muted, bro. Unmute for me.
Hey,
What's
what's
going
going on,
on?
Coach? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, brother. How you doing, Pavement
Hey, nothing
Professional?
much, man. Hey, I'm doing good, Coach, man. I rock with you heavy. But I was listening to your boy Giannis, and no disrespect to Giannis, man, but I've been a 49er fan for 40 years. So I've been watched the ups, the downs, every damn thing that could be thrown at me. Went through the tumultuous times of us not doing anything. But I wanted to elaborate on something that he said. He was saying that Brock Purdy does not look like an elite quarterback. He didn't say it in so many words, but that's what I gleaned from what he was saying. Let me explain something. Brock Purdy was literally first and second in damn near every category, even over Patrick Mahomes last year. As
Are
a
you asking
second
me?
year rookie, he
Uh-huh.
was no, I'm just saying, I'm just stating, sorry, coach. But how many other rookie quarterbacks do we know that did that in their second year? Not even Tom Brady did.
No, we didn't see a lot, man.
So
We didn't see a
I
lot.
just want, yeah, yeah, but I just wanted to, kind of
You have to
reiterate
turn me down. You have
if
to turn
we're
me down
looking
on
at the
your end.
optics.
You have to turn me
Okay,
down
got
on
you,
your end,
coach,
bro.
got you.
Mhm.
Yeah, you good now?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, it's a lot better.
Okay, so so what I was saying is that basically he needs to understand that we went through almost 10 years of bad quarterbacks. Carmazzi, Drunkenmiller, Bethard. I mean, what's that? Stedfeld, or whatever his name is. I don't even kind of remember him. Alex Smith couldn't keep up with the playbook. So, as a 49er fan that's deep rooted in that, you got to look at the history of the quarterback position, what has happened, and who has made the decisions to get the quarterbacks. Now, we all know that Kyle got a problem with getting quarterbacks. We know that. But he knows wide receivers. And Brandon Aiyuk needs to stop giving us Antonio Brown 2.0 vibes. Bro, $14 million, $20 million. Hey, look, man, what the fuck is, oh, excuse me, coach, what the hell is the difference? Bro, you know how many people out here would love to have $1 million? Bruh, come on.
Yeah.
If you can't have your family living good off of 14 million, then you need to hire an accountant. That's
I
all I'm
mean,
saying. Are you stop it?
Yeah,
You
it's life
stop it. You
changing
know
money.
you're
Yeah,
gonna play for the team.
I will say this, man. I will say it does get a little. It gets a little tongue in cheek when they start saying generational change in money at 26 million and for it's like they acting like 26 versus 30 is a huge deal. I'm like, bruh, you gonna give up half of it in taxes anyway. What we talking about?
Exactly. Does he not watch the people who play the lotto?
Come on, man.
Bro,
Come
you
on.
can take some lessons from that. You can take some lessons from that.
I agree. I
I mean,
agree.
and you in California, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? You in Cali. I'm from Oakland. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, bro, if you really think that you're gonna get the total amount of what they giving you guaranteed, I hope you're not staying in California, bro.
Hey, man. He's got to stay in California. You know what I'm
Or,
saying? So I mean, we'll see, bruh.
yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, yeah. That's all I'm saying. And Giannis, bro, you look like a young cat. I'm not stepping on you, but the thing is, you need to understand, Brock Purdy is a blessing to this team right now. If you were there for the old days, 91, 92, 93, 94, etc., etc., etc. I was at the game where Napoleon Kaufman got his leg broke by Ken Norton. I was at that game.
Damn.
So let's be real. Look at all the history, not just parts of it, and you'll understand why the Niners are doing what they're doing right now. And that's all I
Hey,
got to
dog.
say, Coach. Out of
Hey,
respect,
man.
I just wanted to come on here and put it out there.
You my guy, man. Hey, please keep giving me support, man. I feel it, man. I feel the support, man. I feel the
Hey,
push. You
Coach.
know what I'm saying?
Coach, I got you. I got you, Coach. I rock with you hard. So, I got my own YouTube channel, but I'm not going to put that out here.
Put it
I'll do
out
that
there. What you
somewhere
talking
else.
about? Put it
But,
out there.
oh, okay. Well, it's pavement professional. You know, it's got a big 49er emblem on it.
Mm-hmm.
Can't miss it. Go check it
Yeah.
out. I'm a truck driver, so I put a lot of on the road content out there, man. And I discuss other things too. I just stood up, Coach, so I'm still getting to learn it. But I'm gonna be
Hey,
here for a
bro.
minute. So
Hey, man. Hit my
salute to
email in the
Niner
about
Gang,
channel.
Coach. Keep doing.
Yeah.
Okay, Coach. I still need the name of that song, man. I still the intro.
Oh, shoot. It was playing for so long. Hold on. Captain Joz. Captain Joz. Vibe one time.
Okay, appreciate that, Coach. You keep doing your thing, bro. You got big things coming.
Thanks, brother. I'll holla at you, bro. All right, bro. Hey, Kaz, you ready for me, bro? Yo, you gotta unmute yourself, bro. Oh, don't do me like that. Cosby, man. I love my brothers, man. I love y'all, but y'all be, bro. I love my brothers, man. Look, let me get some super chats out the way.
Still
Let me
there,
get some
Coach. I
super chats
messed
out the
this up,
way.
huh?
Hold on, my man. Oh, he in here. He in here. What's good? What's good?
Hey,
Yo, you wild, bro. What?
my
Yo,
fault. Hey, I can hear that background music, right?
you can?
Yeah.
It's playing right
I
now?
can't hear you. I can hear the music. I see your lips moving though.
No fucking.
One time
Did
for
it
your
stop?
mind.
I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna be cool.
Vibe one
Fucking
time for your
camera.
mind.
Hold on.
Okay, it stopped
So what
playing
you telling
now.
me is that
Oh, it started over.
what in the fuck?
Okay, it stopped playing now. Oh, it started over.
Bro,
Yes, sir.
are we back?
I can hear you clear now.
You can hear me clearly.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's talk, man. How are you doing, bro?
You know, any day I wake up is a good day, sir.
Hey, do me a favor. Turn the TV down in the background.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I meant to tell you, I'm over here watching Receiver. Ha ha.
Yeah, like
Have you seen?
it.
Have you seen it yet?
Nah, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it. Is it
So
is it
look,
dope?
my number one takeaway: Garoppolo is trash, man.
Hey, dog. Let me tell you this. I tell you what I did see. I saw the clip of Devontae Adams talking about Jimmy G. He said, "Yo, you gonna get me killed."
Get me killed. He said, I have never took this many hits in my whole career. It's way out, man. I'm like, yeah, I almost missed you because I was watching Debo and Kittle. It's a really nice thing. If you're a 49er fan, you'll really enjoy it.
It's a good watch.
Yeah. You know, it's just like a reminder of what we went through last season, but you get a lot of behind the scenes footage of what was going on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like I said, the biggest standout to me so far is that, man, Jimmy Garoppolo, whoa. He and what made me say that is the whole Brock Purdy discourse you've been having this morning today. And you had one guy come on and say that he's not elite. You had the brother who just got off. I think his name was Pavement. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, he just left. He was saying like we real 49er fans, they've been rocking since Ricky Running Waters was running through, right? You know what I'm saying? We've been
Right.
around since Roger Craig was. We've been around for a long time, and
Yeah.
we seen what it looks like to not have a quarterback. So for somebody to come on and say Brock Purdy ain't all that, I don't know. I don't
I
know.
mean, you can't. This is the thing. You see what I did though. Like I kind of like sometimes you got to present somebody's logic back to them. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You gotta like, you know what I'm saying? You know when your lady say something crazy, you just gotta repeat it. You're just like, yeah, so
Yeah.
you want so okay, so let's get this straight.
You married, Coach?
Nah. You but
Okay,
you
because I was
so
gonna say I deal with that once a day. You know, I'm
yeah.
married. Once a
So
day. You know,
yeah, so it's
at
like
least.
so let's get this straight. So you want to go out to eat, but we just went grocery shopping. Just
Boom,
I wanted
boom. Like, do that even make sense?
like
Like,
okay, okay,
yeah,
okay, I
yeah.
get
I'm
that. I
with
get
you.
that.
I'm
So
with
it's
you.
like
Like, I'm
sometimes
like if I say budget in my house, that's spousal abuse. You know.
I mean budget, if you say budget, they gonna look for a rental car. They're gonna be like, budget, why not Avis? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, 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 yeah. You got
Budget?
me.
What about enterprise? What are we talking about? We going on a trip?
You, you feel me? So
Yo,
it's been some really good conversations. You know, I was enjoying listening so much I almost didn't call you, but I
uh-huh.
wanted to talk about that Brock Purdy and just in relationship because at one time even I thought Jimmy Garoppolo was the greatest thing since sliced bread. That little 6 game sample he gave us at the end of that season when they
He had
first acquired him
he had me
and
fooled,
he
bro.
came in, oh man, he had me fooled.
He had me fooled.
But Brock Purdy, as we already know, me and you, we had this conversation. Brock Purdy is what Cal Shanahan needs. Somebody who can process his offense. And that's all it is. It's about processing. Steve Young said that. Brock Purdy's greatest quality is the way he processes information. Everything goes before his eyes. He processes. So, Coach, you just hit me with the music again.
No, I didn't. Did I?
It's playing.
What the fuck? Is it playing
Okay, it
now?
stopped. Nope, it stopped. It just stopped.
What the fuck? Dog, all right,
Hey,
go ahead, bro. Go ahead,
your
go ahead, go
music
ahead. Nah,
don't like me.
we doing
But
this
but
shit
look,
in real time, bro.
hey, look, I
We
wanted to say something else too. Before we run out of time.
yeah.
Cal Juszczyk is not going anywhere. That's why they baited him with the salary cut. You know,
You
the
think
pay,
so?
bruh. First of all, Cal Shanahan don't like to change up for nobody. Even the dude just said that. You know, he sent you the super chat.
Yeah, that was a fire
He's
tweet.
Yes, that's real what he said. Cal Shanahan, all of his ideas are the best ideas in the world. Your idea, even if it wins me the lottery, wasn't such a good idea because now I got to pay all these damn taxes. You know what I'm saying? He's going to find problems with anybody else's solution, even if it fixes his problem. But if he comes up with it, that's because I'm my daddy's son. I'm smart. You know what I'm saying? Cal is Cal. But we know who he is and we cool with that. And the whole point I'm making is that this quarterback thing is something that he never could understand. And Brock Purdy fell into his lap. Let's leave it alone. And you did that intentionally, right? You put that music on me intentionally. You trying to figure it out? Hey, Brother Bob, I'm trying to get it right so you don't have to deal with this. That's what's going on. I want you to know. You better not do this to Brother Bob because he's way more important than I am, okay? Hey, and Brother Bob, a lawyer, he'll sue you. Don't do this to Brother Bob. Brother Bob, he got the music blasting on me. Hey, put E40 on then. We in the Bay then. Let's act like we in the Bay. Hey, don't worry about it, Coach, because you know what? We love you. That's why we call in for this. We want to be a part of what you're doing.
I hate this shit.
It is okay, man. I don't know if the people watching can hear the music. Brother Bob, can you hear the music?
Yes, they can definitely hear it.
They can definitely hear it.
I know they hear it. Do you still hear the music?
Yes, I do.
This is fucking bullshit, bro. Hold on. I don't understand. Like this shit is just messed up now. Like I don't understand why you guys still hear the music. I don't get it. I do not understand this.
But you can hear me.
But I can hear you.
That's good.
I cannot hear the music. The only way I
because
hear the music,
look, you know how I envision Isaac Garendo?
Bro.
The other gentleman, it was two different conversations. He was saying about Brock Purdy, and he's not going to get all that money and taxes and all of that stuff. He had a different outlook, what he was trying to say. And so I think that's what he was talking about, money and Brock Purdy's contract. I'm the one who brought up Juszczyk, and I think the reason why the 49ers cut his money is because they're going to keep him, and they want him to be used to a different pay scale. They were paying him $7 million a season. A lot of people don't realize that. He went down to like 4 point something, and he's still the highest paid fullback in the league. The reason why I don't think Cal Shanahan gets rid of him, because Juszczyk is honestly a Swiss Army knife. You can put him into the slot.
Coach, sarcasm. Coach,
okay.
Everyone in the chat said the music stopped.
Yeah, I literally am deleting just everything. I'm literally deleting everything. I'm just deleting every file of music that I have on this damn app. I'm done.
They said no music. All right, go ahead, Cosby. I'm sorry, brother.
Go, just go.
Yeah.
Go.
So what I was saying with Juszczyk is that he fits exactly what Cal has always wanted, a positionless football. And that's where I see that Garendo guy being dangerous. Isaac Garendo is, if they put him in as the fullback, and you got McCaffrey with Isaac Garendo, you got Aiyuk, Jennings, and Debo, and you got George Kittle. Oh my God. It's just so many different things he could do with that formation. And he can currently do that with Juszczyk. Juszczyk is just not as fast and as big as Isaac Garendo. Come on, Coach, talk football. Don't let him get you. Talk football. The devil is a liar. You can win.
Oh, Lord. Now I'm mute.
Oh, my God. Now we can't hear you, Coach.
Stop. I'm back. No,
Oh,
I'm
there
back.
you
I had
go.
to mute myself. You guys didn't need to hear all that cursing I said. Like, I'm back. I'm listening. I'm into the debate. I'm listening to what you got to say. Let me take down the comments. But, you know, I feel like the Niners are poised to move forward. I think the future is what we need to start looking at, because the guys that we have on the team right now are not going to be in the current state that they're in forever. Trent is getting to the point where he's on his way out. We're looking at Brandon Aiyuk. One thing that I did mention that Yoni mentioned the first caller that we had that I loved is that Brandon Aiyuk does signify like the second breath, like the second lap of what we need to do. He does signify the youngest emerging star that we have. And if we don't move on, if we don't sign Brandon Aiyuk, then we really have to ask ourselves, like, who's next? Who is next? We already know that Debo is pretty much at his ceiling. I don't see Debo having some
Coach,
type of.
I gotta kick back whenever you say that. I'm gonna push, brother Bob.
How's he better?
No, I'm not saying better. What I'm saying is that I understand moving forward, we need the kind of receiver like Aiyuk is, real receivers. Because when we got Debo, he was to make up for Garoppolo's shortcomings. We could give him the ball, like hand it off to him, and he can take it 80 yards. That's what Debo is. But I still think it's a possibility moving forward that we can have Debo and Aiyuk. You say it's not going to happen. I say I'm holding out for hope that our front office figure out a way to restructure Debo and keep him after they renew Aiyuk.
No,
I'm holding out hope for that because Debo is a beast, bro.
Look, bro. Look, I don't see that. I don't see them because listen. If that's what they were going to do, why they ain't doing it now? If that's viable, then why hasn't Debo gone in there and said, "Hey, look, man, I got a way how to kill all of this. Shave something off. Let me find out what the difference is. Since we boys, since we doing press conferences together, since you supposed to be my man. We talking about millions of dollars, and you don't got your bag, and I'm sitting here trying to get paid, if not adequate to what you want to get paid."
Okay.
You know what it is,
Okay.
Cosby? This is what it is.
Okay.
This is what it is. Me, you, and Bob, we all work together. I'm the slacker. And when it's time for us to come get paid to divvy it up, you and Bob is cutting eyes at each other like, is he really gonna take his fair share knowing good and well? We done lifted most of this job. We done did most of this. The problem is that BA, the money that he's asking for is signifying that he is better than Debo and that Debo needs to be gone. That's the truth.
Okay, wait a minute.
Okay,
Hold on.
Go ahead, brother Bob, because I got he sparked another thought, but you go first.
All right, thank you, brother. Well, first of all, let me just add, as far as Juice, let's close this one out. He's also 33. He's going to have to be replaced at some point if we want to keep a full back. But I think the issue, it's not necessarily BA saying Debo has to be gone. What's up to my guy, Gannon Brown?
Gannon?
But
Hey,
I just think it is, bro, the fact that, hey, man, put yourself in BA's shoes. I'm the best receiver on the team. I know how to run routes. I block. I'm always available. I give 100%. Okay, I've got the most receptions and the most yards. And the market says I'm $30 million per year. Why would I take less? That's no slander or no ish on Debo, or anyone else. Why should I take less?
But it got to come from somewhere, though, Bob.
What'd you say?
I said it's got to come from somewhere, Bob. Like, it's got to come from somewhere.
So use check could be gone, or other spots. But I mean, what we're going to do with that money anyway? We're going to have it when we renegotiate or extend BA. That's going to drop the cap down, right? So it's really what we're talking about is cap. And then his cap figure, BA's cap, can stay low until a couple years, and then you have to maybe renegotiate Debo. At that point, you can maybe get it. Earlier in the show, you guys are talking about Hargrave. You can get rid of Hargrave and his big cap. So there's ways to maneuver around it. It doesn't have to be either or. But I'm going to shut up. Go ahead.
Okay, look, I want to shut up too. I want to let Gammon talk. I just want to say this real quick. Brunson, New York Knicks. He just did some crazy stuff and left a lot of money on the table. $113 million. He left it on the table so that the Knicks could have other pieces around him. Now, why do I bring that up? Remember I said this, guys. That's some Brock Purdy type shit he just did. Remember I said that. That's some
Okay.
Brock Purdy shit he just did. That's what Tom Brady used to do. And I promise you, Brock Purdy ain't gonna ask for 60 million. He gonna leave some money on the table so he can keep the talent around him. And I'm not leaving. I'm just gonna get off of the screen and I'm gonna be listening like everybody else. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Brother Bob. Thank you, Gammon, for being patient, and everybody else. I
Where you
love
going?
this.
Where
Thank
you
Hey
you.
going? Don't
Cosby,
go anywhere.
thank you for being patient with me, man. You were here for the start of all of this madness when it first started again. So thank you,
Okay,
bro.
I'm listening. Go ahead. What were you guys gonna say?
I just need some shades and a lighter on right now. You know what I mean? If we could talk, stay on beat. That's what I
Is the
like right
music
here.
playing?
Oh yeah,
The music still playing?
I think it's great. It keeps the tempo up. You know what I mean? Keeps me in good spirits. I'm over here and I'm throwing them bows.
Hold on, wait a minute. The music is still playing from my
Yeah.
feed.
Yes, sir.
You still hear the music?
Oh yeah, Night at the Roxbury right now. I am testing the suspension out in my computer chair right now.
The music is not supposed to be playing, Gammon.
Maybe it is.
It's not
Maybe it is.
supposed to be playing.
And nobody has done this before. I think this is a new thing, and honestly, I think it's great. You know, if the music,
No, it's not great.
I think it's honestly, I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast.
Hey, all right, listen. I'm
You hear
here
a
for the
techno beat? What the fuck?
Yes, this is amazing.
Oh wait, okay. Here's the funny
What
thing.
the fuck? There's no
Chat,
music.
Hey, I refer
There's
to
no
your
music.
I refer to your stream as Coachella right now.
This fucking stream is getting deleted, bro.
No, don't delete it. Don't delete it.
Wait, hold on. So here's the funny thing, Chad. What you guys don't understand is Cosby and I, and even Coach, we don't hear any music at all.
How
So when,
is this happening, bro?
look at Gammon. Gammon just.
And you're fucking. I'm like, what the fuck is he bopping to? I'm looking at you the whole time. Like, what are you? What is like sashaying and shit in the corner? I'm like, what the fuck is he doing?
Wait,
And the whole
hey,
time
Chad.
this
Seriously,
music's playing.
Chad,
This music is. Gammon, stop bopping, Gammon.
I can't help it.
Stop bopping.
I can't help it.
So the
Bob
question
stays on
really
beat,
is-
and I can't help it.
Is Gammon trolling Coach right now, ladies and gentlemen?
Is
That's
the
what I
music
want to
really
know.
playing or not, Gammon? Is there music really playing?
Oh yeah. I don't scratch if there's no itch, and I don't dance if there's no music. You know
Oh
what I'm
my
saying?
fucking god! This is the wildest shit
Hey.
of all time, bro. Like, I'm just gonna keep this stream up just for the sake of like, I don't hear the music. Hold on,
Folks, make it rain. Make it rain.
hold on.
Oh my God, y'all some fools on this show right here
Man,
today.
I love it.
Oh my fucking god! What is this?
Oh,
I
you
hear
hear
it.
It's hype coming through your speakers.
Dog, this
what
is
it
some Wild Bill Silence of the Lambs bullshit. Do I look sexy? Do I look good?
There you go.
That's what this shit is. Bro, what is this?
It's like
All right,
that.
so hold on. Let me answer Diego's question. It's up on the screen real quick. Short answer, Diego, is no. I would not trade BA for Dante Adams. Now, don't get me wrong. Adams is great. But you got to look at a couple things. I looked at this the other day. Adams is older.
Oh no.
He has like no guaranteed money next year, so he's going to want a new contract too. So you're going to be in the same boat. He's going to want probably more or something close to the Justin Jefferson. Coach.
The comments are the best. Ain't no party like a 49ers party because the 49ers party don't stop.
I feel left out because we don't hear it. I don't hear any.
I don't hear any of this shit.
Okay, is it because we're on the EView Mux thing?
I don't know what dude. This
But how does
is-
Gammon
I'm
do it?
afraid to like get out of the show and then come back, bro. Like,
I'll tell you why. You know, my name's Gavin, and I like to party.
I feel like, because the whole time, Gammon, I'm like, what are you, first of all, why are you listening to music while you're on the stream? Second of all, why, Gammon, stop moving your head.
All right. I'm really going to work. I've got ADD
Stop.
like nobody else.
Can you
I'm
stop?
trying. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Stop moving your head.
Like, Gavin, the fact that you are still taking pleasure in the beat while we're talking about the beat, not playing, Gavin, makes things exponentially more frustrating.
I'm sorry. I'm really working on it. I'm going to try and just keep my neck and head stiff and still, but it is difficult.
I feel like this beat is like what is, hold on. I want to.
Hey, chat.
It's like we're going on the Autobahn. Oh, yeah. Let's go drive BMWs and eat sauerkrauts. Yeah. Let's go.
Bro, you don't sound good with that accent.
Let's go out in our lederhosen and go eat sauerkraut. Yeah. That's what this music sounds like.
That's one thing I never understood. Is like how could people go to like dances and stuff like that and then just stand up against the wall? Like even if I didn't have anybody, I'd just be in the center, just doing it.
Bro, just go ahead. Let's get this. Let's finish this stream out, bro. This is nuts. Finish out the stream, bro. This is so crazy.
It's your show, bro.
It's my show. And I'm glad that this is happening now.
But can I just address one other thing? This whole,
yes.
People think there's hate. All right. People talk about Jimmy G. Here's an irony. I too was a big Jimmy G fan. And then I went to that Super Bowl that he was in. And I quickly knew them. But the question becomes, why did Kyle Levy keep Jimmy for 2 years after he drafted his replacement? That makes you wonder, right? Also, what does that say about Kyle? Even though I call him Kyle Levy, what he was able to do with Jimmy, and then all of a sudden, look how Jimmy looks on the Raiders, and then on wherever he's the Rams now. I hope. Now, I know Brock is better than Jimmy. He's smarter than Jimmy. He's more mobile than Jimmy. But I would hate to see Brock without Kyle, of all things. So I think we have to kind of put things in perspective, as much as we love Jimmy, then hated Jimmy. And then same way by the way, we did the same thing with Debo, right? When he was going through his contract negotiations, we hated him. And then now we love him again. So I think going back to BA, we'll love him. Coach, I can't do this with you.
I swear, if you're just watching, if you're just tuning in, or you're watching this on replay, make sure that you go back and you put the live chat replay on this. It's the comments are absolutely having me going. I'm rolling. Comments are the best thing ever.
Y'all hear this? Like what? Let me turn on YouTube. I gotta hear this. I don't hear it.
Well, right now the music just cut, so I'm a little down right now, but eventually something like cuts back on, and we're feeling it back again.
So the funny thing is,
it's on
Coach
a loop.
got a really nice audio system. Like
it's not. It's the web shit, bro.
Look at people play the other song. I don't think guys, Coach is not trying to play. Coach is gonna have an aneurysm over a stroke, bro. Just woo-stop, my brother. Woo-stop.
All right, bro. I'm good, man. I'm good. I feel good, bro. Let's go. Let's finish the show, bro.
I can't. I'm sorry. Just the way you say it.
Yeah.
Just, you know what? Finish.
Let's get the super chats out the way. Let's do super chats.
Let's do it.
Let's get some super chats. All right, man. Look. Super chats, man.
The best thing ever.
Put them up, Coach.
Dave, 199. I love Lance, but three first. Lots up, guys. All right. Thank you. Silverado Kev, $10. Oh, we already saw this, but I'll read this again. This is a very good super chat. The biggest issue with Kyle, in my opinion, is I've said this on the podcast and in articles. Kyle would rather be wrong in his way than right in somebody else's. This is a very good super chat. That kind of got me back online. All right, Dave Barclay, 199. I agree with Giannis. Brock is mid, maybe top 16. I don't agree with that. Dave Barclays, 199. Thank you. I'm going to keep saying play Mason, trade Kyle. Dave Barclays, 199. Diego, if it were me, 100%. If Devontae Adams was with it, I guess this goes to Diego, $5. Thank you. Yo, Coach, would you trade Brandon Aiyuk for Devontae Adams along with a pick. 11 would get the bag, and Adam wants a ring. That just makes us older. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it. Silverado Ked for $10. Thank you. We're gonna have to get you on Real Talk, Niner Talk with us. Funny how they can justify not paying BA while passing the ball least in the league, but will cash out Brock passing the ball least in the league. That's a very good. Damn. Can you hear that over the music? That was a very good comment.
Ride the beat, Coach. Ride the beat.
I'm not looking at you.
Coach, can you
I'm
go
not
back
even
to
looking
that?
at the bottom
Wait,
screen. I'm not even looking at you, Gammon.
Coach, can you please go back to that super chat?
Yes.
Please, sir. Because I think this is what I'm saying, people. We give shit for BA for wanting to get paid the market value. And I know some people will complain about, Brock getting market value, but this is just the market. It is what it is. I don't care how much you pass or don't pass. I don't care how much you receive or don't receive. It's just the market in the NFL. So, like Coach said, it's got to come from someplace else. Well, look at the Niners. I mean, we don't pay the O-line except for Trent Williams, and so we can save money with that. Like I said, Hargrave in a couple years can be jettisoned or other positions. But I just hate to see a cornerstone who was drafted, homegrown, and has done everything this team has asked of him except for kiss Kyle Levy's ass, and that's BA. Why not reward the guy? I'm sorry, Coach. This super is dead on point.
No, I'm not mad at that at all. That was a very good point. It makes a lot of sense. So moving on to the next super chat, Dave Barclay 199. Thank you. Niners aren't doing anything from history. I agree with that. They don't value the offensive line for sure. I'll tell you that. Amp the Carolina Niner. Thank you. 199 from Amp the Carolina Niner. Yo. Dave Barkley, Kyle doesn't care about what previous people did. That's true. Except his father. That was crazy. Gammon, thank you. Coach is playing my favorite twerk music. Coach, let us call in and battle rap our arguments.
Yeah, I think Eric wants to call in and rap.
Asshole. All right. Joshua Edwards, $20. Thank you for the copyright strikes coming your way, bro. Yes. Thank you. Somebody gets it. Somebody understands why I'm freaking out about this. Like, this could be a really big deal. This stream is getting torn down after this, bro. Like, let me say this now. Have as much fun with this stream as you want. Because it ain't staying up.
I am. Oh, it's staying up.
It's staying up.
It's staying up. It's staying up.
This one is getting shoved in the bottom of the hamper like some shitty draws. This shit, hell nah. This shit.
Wait, why you put shitty draws in the?
This shit getting stuffed. Hell nah. Look, what up, bro? Keep the content coming. Thank you. Smack Jones is my dog. Gammon, again, the most I've ever shook my ass during the stream.
Yeah.
Gammon, you was having a real good time before you
that's
signed in,
amazing.
bro.
It's amazing.
All right, Gammon came for the stream, stayed for the Coachella. I love that.
Yeah.
Play on words. Diego, $5. If possible, would you guys trade BA for D. Adams? We already talked about that. I'll say no. What say you guys?
Yes, probably. Yeah, I mean, I better player. This team is already old. They're in a win now situation. I don't see this team staying together for 3 more seasons, maybe not even 2 more seasons. I mean, yes, but I mean, in the long run, if someone said there's no way because I want to see what BA becomes in 2 or 3 seasons, completely. I'm not against it, but I don't know how much Adams is getting paid per year, and then what BA will be being paid per year either. But again, this team's got to win now. I feel like they're still a move or 2 away from being just like they're going to win the Super Bowl as long as everybody's healthy. But we'll see. I really feel like they fumbled the ball as far as drafting a center the last 3 seasons.
I understand that. Makes sense. Steven Draper, solid show, Coach. Much love, brother. Thank you. It was solid. I don't know how, but Crazy Rod 16, $2. Thank you. Is this the 49ers workout stream? It must be. It must be. Eric Danes, got time for one more caller. I made a rap to go with the music. What?
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I was spitting hot fire in the comments. I had one rap that was I had like at least like 2 good bars just going there, maybe 3. It was hot.
So just for everyone, Coach, if you don't mind, for Devontae Adams, for everyone, understand this. Devontae this year is going to make a base salary, which is guaranteed $16.9 million.
Mm-hmm.
Next year, and he's 32 this year. Next year, he'll be 35. He has zero money guaranteed, no bonuses. So he's going to want a new contract, and he's going to be 33. So that's going to be a problem because he's probably going to want Justin Jefferson money or whatever the market is at that point. So we'll be in the same situation with an older player and plus someone, granted, more established, but someone who may not really fit well with the timing routes as far as initially that BA does with Purdy. Thoughts on that, Coach?
For me, I think that I was not listening.
So okay. So I'll go ahead and answer.
I'm trying to get a link to Eric. I'm trying to get the link to Eric.
You're feeling the beat, Coach. It's okay. I'm
not feeling
the
beat.
Don't let it get you.
But
I'm emailing these people. I'm calling people right now. I had people texting me like, "Yo, what is going on with your channel?" There's a lot going on right now, bro.
You know what his text messages were? That was his text messages right now. But no, I'll say this. I think that that Devontae Adams, if he can get on any kind of like sync or page with some of the quarterbacks and with the Raiders, he can definitely do it with Brock Purdy. He does run really clean, but also too he's open. He can catch it over like 3 people. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't. You know, he's one of those guys where even if he's covered, he's got those strong hands. He's physical. He can go ahead and get it. So, I mean, I can see why people would be alluding to it. And then, yeah, franchise tag him next season and then trade him. You know, it'd be one of those things. And then start new.
But damn it, I'm trying not to read these.
Bro, you can't help it. Don't even fight it. Don't even fight it.
I'm not fighting it anymore. I have let go, bro.
I love how Coach said that. For me, I wasn't listening.
Okay. I've let go, bro. This isn't even my channel anymore. I've been accosted. The front door's open. Do what y'all want. I don't give a fuck. It's not my channel.
Okay, but Gavin, seriously, here's my point. It's also hard learning how to read the system, we've heard. I'm not saying Adams is an idiot or slow. I'm just saying. So by the time that we actually get him acclimated, it may be year 2. And then you got to pay him a boat ton of money, and he's going to be older. So is that really the wise move to make with a young Purdy as your coach?
I think it's fine for right now because I'm having a big brain fart. But who's that during when we made that Super Bowl run? Who was the wide receiver that we traded midway through
Emmanuel
the season?
Sanders?
He came in mid-season and was instantly the best receiver that we had on the roster. So I think with a little bit of, I'm saying if you're going to make the trade, you got to make the trade now before all the off-season stuff while they're implementing all the stuff from the playbook. I think he'll be fine. That's what you get with a veteran presence.
Okay, good point. A great point. The only big thing is Emmanuel Sanders was like a cog in a machine, not a major piece though, where I think people will expect Adams to be that major piece and be perhaps featured, which I don't know. I just don't know if Kyle Lee, I can't coach. What's wrong, Coach? Unmute yourself.
I literally deleted everything. It's a glitch. It has to be. Because it's still
Best
playing.
Best glitch in the world.
The music, I love the beat. I think this is going to be an inside joke for anybody. If my channel gets really big, if you don't know this song, then you're not a day one fan. You're not a day one fan.
Anybody who has a channel who reviews and recaps what happens on 49ers content creator shows, this episode is definitely going to be on. It's going to be fine.
Dog, this episode is good. I'm letting you know this will be deleted.
No, don't delete it.
Don't delete it. It's over.
Don't. I gotta play this. I got a house to vacuum.
Bro,
laundry to fold. I gotta play this again.
Hey,
run it back. Let me
tell you this right now. This show, the moment you see this, It's over. All right, I'm telling you.
Bro,
I'm letting you
you're
know,
killing
bro.
me, bro.
Because I'm done.
You got to leave this up. You got to leave this up.
I'm not leaving this up,
This
bro.
is
I'm
your.
not leaving this up.
this
I'm letting
is
you
your-
know this right now. And you're doing this because you want to get me riled up, bro. Because we're trying to be cool about this, and now you're making suggestions like at my expense. Like I should leave this. I'm not leaving this up.
Coach, this is your Coach Herm Edwards moment. You got to embrace it. You got to enjoy it. You got to have an anniversary to it. July 13th. Every July 13th. That's what you bump it. You can't control all the
Damn it,
weakness,
leave
bro.
Coach alone, bro. Leave him alone.
Dog, clip it up. You might as well clip this up. Clip it up. Clip it. Because once it's gone, it's over. My mama's watching this. My mama gonna call me about this. Y'all tripping. Mama
I thought it was a
Coach
good
is watching
show.
this.
Oh, I think it's great. This got Twitter clips written all over it. I can't wait till you post something on Twitter that I don't agree with, and then I'm just gonna have the bass and everything like that in the background, just like, yeah, I get it, Coach, get it.
Dog.
Don't forget, Coach is a cybersecurity technician extraordinaire.
Dog, like, don't even tell him, Bob. Don't even tell him. Let him have his
But you
fun.
said it once. You said it once.
Yeah. Let him have his fun. Look, hey man. You know what? At the very least, we entertained. We gave good content for the day. I feel good. You know, I'm sure that I'm talking over a beat right now, which makes me feel really. I'm very upset. But I'm gonna tell you this. Maybe you know what? Maybe we keep it up and put up captions and get like the little ball, man, like the Disney bouncing ball. It's just running across the screen. I don't know. I'm trying to make lemonade out of lemons right now, man.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm telling you, I might even bark over the beat. Bark, bark. You know what I mean? Just give it a little something.
Hey, son, like, it's what we doing, huh?
Yeah, you gotta do DMX.
So, look, man, hey, I would play music to go on the outro, but it looks like that's already covered. Brother Bob, I'm gonna keep it up, bro. I'm gonna keep it up. Like, this is the thing.
Thank you.
The music may be copywritten because I don't know what's being played. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know what's being played right now. So what I do have to do is, all right, look, I'm gonna let my nuts hang. This is the deal. I'm gonna leave it up.
There you go.
I'm gonna wait for YouTube to tell me if it's copyright stricken. Like if any of the music has copyright on it, I'll edit out the copyright if it does. And if it's not, I'll just leave it up. But this was a great show of a shit show. So I'm just
Grade A shit show.
This was a grade A shit show. Okay? There's no way around it.
But Coach, hold on. I don't want to interrupt you, my brother, but you just got your monetization back.
Yes.
Do you not like them?
I like being monetized. So, what? I can curse on here?
No, I'm talking about
the music. Yes. If they copyright, if they say that the music is copywritten, I have to delete the whole show.
Hey, Coach is just an internet bad boy. That's all it is right now.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I am not.
I mean?
No, there's no such thing. I am not. So look, 99, Dave Barclay's 9.99 background soundtrack is Coach's Life. I'm going to hear this anytime I see Coach walking around or something. He's just moving to this beat 100% of the time. I will be honest, if this is the piano beat, that beat is fire. If this is the piano beat, that beat is fire, bruh. That beat slaps. I don't like 5-1 time for your mind, but
yes, sir.
It don't gotta be 5-1 time for your mind. But what we can do is we can just understand that, like, look, this was the day where Coach's entire audio situation went haywire, and instead of cutting off the stream and running, we did the whole show with the music on. We
Niners.
basically rode the e-brake all the way home. So
Yes.
basically what we did, bro.
Niners Worldwide with a comment. He said, "Can you just add auto-tune to your voice while you talk?" How did I not think about
Bro,
that?
I can do that. Hold on. If we need to add auto-tune, hold on.
I haven't laughed this hard in so long now. I haven't.
Hearing him laugh
Hey,
at auto-tune was great. I never heard a laugh at auto-tune before.
Hey, yo, you ever seen B Street? Remember B Street? Ramon. Raw. But yo, y'all remember? Oh, so y'all gonna act like y'all remember breaking?
Oh, bro, I remember all this shit.
So, all right, y'all. Yo, this show, we're done, bro. We're done. I'll holler at y'all. Hey, this is the coach. Stay low and keep your feet moving. I'll holler at y'all, man.